Welcome, all you amazing souls, to your Aries new moon reading. And of course, we have a beautiful picture here of the Aries new moon, which it says in the bottom, go for it. And this card that comes from this beautiful deck, the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. And I do list all the cards I use in a reading in the description box below. If you're like me, I see so many beautiful decks out there, and I'm like, I want that for myself. So I have over 100 Oracle decks and over 20 tarot decks, and I'm okay with that. So if you want any of those are in the description box below with links over to Amazon. So I love that. Of course, the Aries new moon is bringing this beautiful, just tons of opportunities. So opportunities abound. You know, we get to step through those opening doors that are going to be coming around for us around this Aries new moon. So the energy encourages us to have courage, to step towards our dreams, to chase those dreams like with a little childlike enthusiasm, and know that they'll be satisfied. There's really this energy of less planning and more action, right? So we don't want to spend all of our energy on the planning stage. It's like, make some plans, but focus on action around this new moon. Use that energy that's available for us to do that. And, believe that there's divine timing that's coming in for things too. Make the plans, put action, but for the results, don't focus on the results. Focus on the energy you're putting into the moment, into that current action. And as a little kind of ritual or a little action that you want to do, you can light a candle, because Aries, of course, is fire sign. Got all the candles going here too. Light a candle and put your hands over your heart and just affirm, I am on the right track. And then for this reading, we're going to ask, where can I take more action in my life? Is that towards my dream, or what advice can we get from the Creator and Spirit around where can we put more action into our lives? So we're going to jump into the reading specific to your sign right now. All right, all my Sagittarians, this is your Aries new moon reading, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle to ask the Creator where you can take more action in your life. So let me just give these a shuffle. All right, so for our Sagittarians, what would you like them to know, please? Okay, there is your card. And you have happy. Yay! More action to be happy, personally happy. And I do want to read from the deck here, and from the book, Yep, joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you've chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. And that is perfect. One of my favorite phrases that I heard, I don't know who created it, it's like, be happy for no reason at all, then no one can take it away from you. And so I kind of feel like that is what this is you're being happy just for no freaking reason at all, and then you're embracing that. So that's where you're taking action, is about being content and happy with what is going on in the moment, what is. And that brings you this beautiful contentment, because you're not putting your happiness in the future. When this happens, then I can be happy and content. but you never will. Because when you reach that, there's going to be something that'll always be added on, right? Exactly. We're also going to pull from these Sun and Moon Tarot and see what else the Creator would like to add on to that or clarify around that. All right, so what else for our Sagittarians, please? Okay. Okay, what else? Okay, what else? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So yeah, definitely here. So let's where do we want to start? Well, we'll start here with the High Priestess. The High Priestess, beautiful, amazing energy. Her intuition allows her to see beyond the veil. Here's the new moon. Here's this Aries new moon. It's beautiful. They're saying that you are able, especially during this Aries new moon, the veil is going to be extra thin for you, where you can connect to the higher realms, the spiritual realm, where you can really ask questions and get answers. Because the High Priestess steps away from the chaos of the world too, where she goes into her temple away from all that noise, and she connects to the moon with her moon energy, is able to connect to that higher realm. So definitely there's this message here about taking time to reach out with that beautiful, beautiful awareness. Then they want me to, because there's another new moon, they want me to move on to this Prince of Cups. Cups, of course, is the emotions, and the Princess is normally like the knight in the standard tarot. You can see here, he has the Ace of Cups in his hands, and the knights always are on this quest. All the knights in the deck are on a quest, and the cups, they of course are on this quest for finding the highest love, the highest emotions that they can experience, which is the Ace of Cups, because that Holy Grail, the chalice, is full of unconditional love. It's full of the essence of the Creator of all things. And so there's this emotional movement, this emotional quest that you're also on during this time around this new moon. I mean, you have two new moons in here. Which brings us into this one here. You get the Four of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes. And think of the four as like a table with four solid legs. It's a very solid, stable emotion. This is basically a stable mind, a peaceful mind. Even it talks about truce up here. Your thoughts take a truce. Your thoughts don't feel like they're attacking anymore. You're not in a battle anymore. Because what it does, normally you'd see, someone laying like this and they'd have the three swords on the wall and they are sleeping on the Ace of Swords. And what that means, the three swords are what I call the expectations card. Usually it's like a heart with three swords stuck in it, which is all about disappointment and pain and all that what we experience when we're looking to the outside world to fulfill our wholeness and our completeness and making us feel successful and all of that, right? And so those equal disappointment, because it tells us to look for relationships for our definition and our fulfillment, for situations like jobs and education, etc., or things, our bodies, our bank accounts. And all those things are unstable because people change or pass away, situations never stay the same, and things break down, deteriorate, or are stolen. And so those are unstable. And that's why it puts us to the future. When we get all that stuff, then we'll feel happy. That's an expectation. But by the time we get there, it's like herding cats. When you herd, you even try 3 cats. We won't even say like 12. We'll just say 3 cats. Once you have those 3 cats sit still for that picture, then you'll be whole and complete. Never gonna happen. You get one sitting, when you go to get the others, it's off and gone. Or if you happen to get two, when you get to the third one of the other ones runs off, right? So you never feel that fulfillment in the future. And the Ace of Swords allows you to connect to those capital T truths, to connect to the higher realms and see things from a different perspective. It allows you to see that everything that happens in every moment is unfolding for you, and you can have happiness in that. You can be content in the moment, believing that you have everything you need right in this moment inside of you, which is this unconditional love of the creator of all things. That's the highest emotion you can feel anyway, and you can have it in the moment because it's right there inside you, so you can be happy because of that. I also just noticed that this is 26, and when you add 6 and 2 together, that equals 8. I know, impressed, right? But that is the inner strength card, or the strength card in the standard tarot and the major arcana, and that is a beautiful message that comes with that card about getting to know the two of you that are living this human experience, your little human side that is rooted in fear and for all this experience. That's the character. And then you have the actor behind the character, which is the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. They actually had me start a new video series, a free video series on YouTube at the beginning of this year called You Times Two, which I have listed in the description box below, and it'll be linked at the end of the video too. The playlist will be in one of the corners. And they're just like 10 minutes to 20-minute video, one per week. And it is all about understanding the two of you that are living this experience and how you can come to this place where you walk hand in hand. And it really is about this happiness that comes and this contentment in the moment when you realize that, as E.G. has a lion and a maiden, the lion was trying to fulfill itself by those relationships and situations and things, and it was not fulfilled until it connected to its higher self. Because what it was hungry for was this unconditional love of the creator of all things. And your higher self is made of that love. It's very convenient. It can bring you what your human side is hungry for, what it's searching for, which is this. Which brings into another little twist here, which I love. I have the Three of Pentacles. And those pentacles are like the outside world and how you determine your worth, more or less. And the Three of Pentacles has this wonderful message about being your authentic self, expressing the unconditional love that is within you, expressing it to the world in your own special, unique way, not trying to do the way everyone else wants you to do it and everything, blah, 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 but you get to express it in your own special, unique way. A lot of times they'll have someone creating this work of art, and there's someone standing before you and someone standing behind you. The person behind them, the little story that Spirit told me to help me understand, that scenario, was that the person behind him is the backstabber, the dream buster, the one that's all, you're never going to do good at that. Why have you been doing it that way? You're not going to make any money from that. You're not going to be successful, blah, 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 blah. And we know we like to put them outside of our little circle of friends because we don't want to be surrounded by that negativity. We much more appreciate the person that's in front, who is a supporter, someone who is like saying, wow, I'm so proud of what you're doing, and you're taking these steps, and you do such an awesome job at that. You're going to be so successful. I'm so excited to see what you do with that. And then they add, but have you ever thought of doing it this way? And they might be doing it just out of care, but they are more likely to pull us off our authentic path and how we authentically want to express ourselves, because we don't want to lose that support. Our little human ego side loves support and praise, and instead of the rejection and the backstabbers and all that, we don't want them to join that group, so we might go off there. And this message that comes with this is, be aware that you don't need to look outside of yourself for that validation and for that. Stay true to you, stay true to your heart, and express that love inside of you in your own unique way. You don't need to sway off of there. So I love it. And then This would be the strength card I was talking about. In this particular deck, they have it as 11. Sometimes people will swap out the number 8 and number 11 for the two different cards. But this is exactly the strength card that I was talking about. This one, they have a wolf, but here's your maiden, your higher self. Here's your human self that, has become so hungry, angry, trying to achieve and obtain those things in the outside world that they, are so disappointed and so desperate that they're howling at the moon in this one. In the regular one where it's a lion, I always say it's, they're roaring in the jungle because they're so desperate and they're unaware of their higher self in the beginning. But especially with all this connection about connecting to your higher self, this is, our higher self is always aware of our human side. And so it hears us howling at the moon or hears us roaring in the jungle. And so it comes down and it doesn't try to kill the wolf and put it out of its misery or cage it to protect people from it or try to manipulate it or train it with a whip and a chair or some way. Because it knows what it's truly hungering is that unconditional love. And so it hugs it, it brings it the love, and it transforms from this howling, wolf at the moon, so hangry, to this purring little wolf cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling whole and complete and feeling love like it has never felt love before. And so I love that. And it's beautiful because now that the wolf is aware of the higher self, it's not like Superman who flies down, rescues, and then flies off. Now that the wolf is aware that the higher self is with them, they walk hand in paw, through life, seeing things from this whole different perspective, not out of desperation, not out of that. And that's where you can, find this happy in this moment, because you're getting this love from above that's filling you up and making you feel whole and complete, and definitely makes you happy. Yeah, there's even like a face here, below here. It's like, yes, your higher self, you're so much more than you ever thought you were. And I love this for you. If you want even more messages of love from above, in addition to these new moon readings, I also do full moon readings, also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign, weekly energy updates for each of the elements like fire signs, water signs, etc., and a few other type of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those messages and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, that'll give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, if you just choose the all option, you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or subscribe to a channel, doing any of those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy, giddy, and wants to share those videos of the channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you want even more specific information for your specific life, then I do offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All right, you Sagittarians, just know as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing new moon. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you hang in there and you take care.